At a construction site, a worker was transporting wet cement using a wheelbarrow across a makeshift bridge made out of a single wooden plank. Near the end of the crossing, he misstepped and fell off the narrow plank into the excavation below. This incident clearly demonstrates the dangers of improvised access routes and inadequate safe crossing provisions at construction sites. All excavations and grade changes require proper bridges, ramps, or walkways with adequate width, guardrails, and stable construction for safe passage, especially when workers transport heavy loads. Single planks are inherently unstable, lack guardrails, and provide no margin for error when pushing loaded equipment. During a fire drill evacuation exercise at an apartment building, 2 workers attempted to use the external emergency escape ladder. When the second worker grabbed onto it, the mounting system failed, and the ladder detached from the wall, sliding downward. Both workers fell to the ground along with the collapsing ladder, and the falling equipment struck another worker positioned below. This incident clearly demonstrates the catastrophic consequences of inadequate maintenance and inspection of emergency egress equipment, and the dangers of conducting drills on compromised systems. Building owners are legally responsible for maintaining emergency egress systems in a safe, functional condition. In an industrial facility, a worker positioned an overhead crane loaded with heavy electrical cables in the middle of the traffic pathway. As one worker walked towards the dangling heavy cables, he paused as he witnessed a forklift rummage through the pathway, dragging the dangling electrical cables with it, and collapsing the overhead crane itself. This incident clearly shows how dangerous it is to just leave loaded overhead cranes dangling in areas of traffic. Workers must always be aware of their surroundings and ensure clear communication with equipment operators before entering any work zone. In a woodworking classroom, a student made a bet with his classmates that he could overpower an industrial lathe while spinning. When a classmate activated the machine, the student attempted to interfere with the rotating components and was immediately caught by the powerful mechanism. The lathe grabbed his feet and pulled them into the machinery, trapping him. This incident clearly demonstrates the catastrophic consequences of messing with industrial equipment and the absolute need for strict supervision in educational workshops. Students lack experience in understanding machinery dangers and often engage in risky behavior from peer pressure or misplaced confidence. In a tissue paper manufacturing facility, a worker reached into an industrial roller machine to retrieve something when a coworker activated the equipment without knowing anyone was near it. The rollers immediately grabbed the worker and pulled him completely into the machinery, crushing and rolling his entire body through the mechanism. The co-worker noticed the horrific entanglement and quickly shut down the machine, then rushed to assist the severely injured worker. This incident clearly demonstrates the absolutely fatal consequences of failing to implement lockout/tagout procedures and inadequate communication before equipment startup. Co-workers must never start equipment without verifying that all personnel are clear.